This podcast is brought to you by After School Matters in partnership with Civic Studios. Additional resource support has been provided by Logitech. Welcome to our series Dream STEAM podcast, produced by Civic Studios in partnership with After School Matters. The Dream STEAM podcast features instructors who teach STEAM. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, the Arts, and Mathematics as access points for guiding student inquiry, dialogue, and critical thinking. I'm your series host, Yusuf Seward. Now let me introduce you to our student host for this episode, Justin Robert Salas.
And then they go to college. And what do they want to study? They want to study astrophysics and engineering, and they want to be environmental engineers and everything that we've talked about, because they don't do that in CPS schools. And they sent me updates. Joe, I've enrolled in astronomy. Joe, they accepted me in an observatory. I got one girl right now who is an intern in an observatory at her college. Oh, that's fantastic. I like to run my class as if what I would want at their age. I didn't have it. There were no institutions, no organizations to teach astronomy. And this is a place to hang out and indulge and get away for 90 minutes a night and talk about all things astronomical.
Still that driving nature to teach. It's in there. It's part of your personality.
And to share. That's the key part on that. You know, it's selfish in some way, because you have this interest in you and you wanna share it with people. And luckily I've been fortunate to have a audience throughout my career, from my late teens till presently, decades later.
I watched a video of Kyrgyzstan at one point, and it was debating on whether another life form would have passed the evolutionary walls that Kyrgyzstan said was that developing intelligent life. There has to be at least one more life form out there that should have the same intelligence as us. Or there could be another one with higher intelligence, and they just don't think it's worth it to reach out to us.
You know, there's something called the Fermi paradox on that. And it basically, all it says is, where are the aliens if they do exist? Are they humanoid like us, or did they destroy themselves already? Probably, right? And the basic concept of the Fermi paradox is maybe everything happened already in the past.
I'm gonna say, I've always heard telescopes being time machines, and it does make sense to me, since we could be looking at a star right now, but in the next minute we might have seen the next light, and it's already exploded.
Oh, it has. So, like, for example, the star Betelgeuse in the constellation Orion. Last winter it faded. In astronomy, stars really don't fade. There are variable stars that change their magnitude, but that's regular, like clockwork. But Betelgeuse was always steady for thousands of years, and it faded. Astronomers felt that maybe this was the prelude to a supernova that was going to explode. And if it did, it already happened billions of years ago in the past. And so, but what managed was, there was a dust cloud that went in front of the star and moved away, just dimmed that light. And that's how we find planets in distant galaxies as well. We see the light of the star dim as the planet goes in front of it, and there's a sine wave, there's a curve, a light curve on that. From this to this to now this. And here we come full circle. And so my endeavor is to bring as many people to a telescope that I possibly can all over the city, and have them connect personally with the cosmos.
This episode was produced by Civic Studios in collaboration with After School Matters. A big thank you to Logitech for providing resource support and for making this series possible. This was episode 1 in the Dream STEAM podcast series, where we talked to Joe Guzman, a longtime Chicago astronomer and accomplished educator. Be sure to check out civicstudioschicago.com for more information about who we are and what we do. I'm Yusuf Seward, your series host, and I am signing off.